Hello everybody, welcome to another speed build here in The Sims 4 as part of my Rebuild The Sims 4 series. We are back here in Willow Creek doing another one of these, what should we call it, small business community lot type of deals. So we're on the main strip in Willow Creek here, and there used to be a lot of different lots here. Which I have totally reconvened into what I think should be part of this town. So one thing you can definitely expect from this rebuild series, if you haven't already noticed, is that mostly every build in the town here is going to be relocated or repurposed into something else entirely. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I thought that this main strip was actually a really good candidate to have, I don't know, have something different, some variety compared to the original strip. Like before, we all know this is the base game world. So before there was just the library, the gym, and the club, and a museum. That's kind of it. And I wanted to do something totally different. I don't have any restrictions when it comes to this rebuild series. So I can use every single thing in my arsenal to build these builds. And that means that we also can use the businesses and hobbies expansion pack, which just opens up so much opportunity to run different buildings and different types of businesses. And for example, here today, we are building a laundromat, which was something that wasn't really possible before. But with the new businesses and hobbies expansion, we can actually build this as a fully functional lot. So I thought it was just cool. I want to make a ton of different style of builds. That is all just, somewhat based in reality. So I want it to be something that you could go out and say, oh, so yeah, that's pretty much what would be here in real life. So not every single one of the worlds has the exact same community lots. I want it to be something different, and you can actually go in and use this. If you own the business, you get money off of it. If you don't own it, you can go here with your laundry and wash it all up. So you just have to put it in your inventory or in your Sims inventory, and then you can go here, wash it, pay a fee for being on the lot for a certain time, and then go back home. I thought that was a pretty cool idea because I wanted this to be a functioning lot where you could actually live here if you decide to run this as a business. The whole of the downstairs is the laundromat. The upstairs is the apartment for the business owner. So it is possible to live here. I also had to keep the style from what we're actually doing with Willow Creek this time around in my rebuild series. I wanted to have this industrial vibe to it, but still with these fun color schemes. So that's something that I feel like I've been really pushing throughout this rebuild series in Willow Creek, that is, to do something different with it. So it's not all these, what should we call, Victorian styled buildings, but it's more of these fun industrial buildings with a fun accent color like the green we have here, or we're gonna do some other fun colors to really help every single building stand out, but still make them cohesive to one another. And I think it works. Like, I'm really, really satisfied with the way that this looks. And as of recording this, I've almost finished the strip here. So I think we have 2 lots next to each other here. I'm not going to spoil what those 2 buildings are going to be, but I think it's going to be good. So stay tuned on the channel for that. And again, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. It's the best way to stay up to date with everything that I upload. But yeah, stay tuned because I am just grazing over Willow Creek with my what should we call it? Like, I'm having so much fun. I think that's the best way to say it. I'm having so much fun rebuilding this time around. It's like I've gotten this new energy for building in The Sims. Also, I cannot be the only one who's just waiting for Paralives to announce a freaking release date on their early access, but that's a whole other video. But I've had so much fun with rebuilding in The Sims 4 lately, and it's just, I feel the creativity is just unmatched at this point. So I'm spitting videos out. So as I always say in these videos, if you want to download these builds, they are on the gallery, but you can also just wait until I'm done with every single world and I'm gonna upload my save file. And as more and more expansion packs and game packs, kits, whatever becomes available inside the game, of course, things are gonna progress and more packs are gonna be used. But for now, I just wanted to tackle Willow Creek with all the packs that I have. Going in and actually making this build a part of the world, kind of making it blend in, was actually both a challenge, but also a really cool way to think about what are each of these buildings actually doing. How do they present themselves? Is there a cohesiveness going throughout each of the buildings? Because as you can see, these buildings are right next to each other. So it's very difficult to make something that looks cohesive and actually feels like it's part of the same world when you're building totally different styles. It can work, but for this purpose, I was like, no, this is just, it needs to be this and just this. So the way that I was doing that is with the brickwork, with the little garden beds that we have here. They're all used throughout each of the community lots that I'm building here. They all use the same features. They all use the same lampposts as well, just to keep the cohesiveness of it all. And I think when you look at it from the bigger picture, when I finished the last of the lots on this strip, there's kind of a shot where you can see all of the buildings. I think it turned out good. Like, it's definitely cohesive. It looks good. I'm overall just really satisfied with the way that it looks. And especially the exteriors. I think the exteriors, they just go together. And for me, that's kind of a win. Having made something that is cohesive like this. So going into the building inside, we're actually done with the outside. So we have a swing set in the back for children. Again, I want this to feel like each of the lots are actually cohesive. So even if you visit this lot, it's still connected in some way. So children can come here, use the swing set, whatever. But going inside here, all of the first floor is the apartment. All of the ground level is the laundromat. And the way this works, as I said in the beginning, the way that this works is you pay a fee when you enter into the building. Then you can do your laundry, whatever. And then when you leave, you stop paying. That's how the expansion pack works with these types of lots. And I really, really love that. So I made the, what should we call it, charging station. Why, like, I placed it right when you walk into the laundromat, and then you pay your fee. You're done. You do your laundry. I placed a lot of different colors in here. I thought that was really cool, and it definitely makes it look less sad. I don't know about you guys, but there's hardly any laundromats left in Denmark, but I remember I had to use one at a point in my life for a while, and it was just horrible. I hated it. It was sad. It was drab. It was just the place where clothing and personalities came to die. I feel like that's what a laundromat looked like. So I wanted it to be something more fun looking. So I put a bunch of stuff around the place, you know, detergents, baskets. We used a lot of different colors from the laundry stuff pack. Because if there ever was a place where these wacky laundry machines like washing machines, washers, dryers, those wacky colors would work, it's a place like this. And I started to just decorate up the place. So we had some fans that came with the what was it called, the greenhouse garden kit thing. We have a fire extinguisher. We have just tons of stuff around the place, like a notice board. I wanted it to also feel like it was, you know, a real place, functional. So you could just come and hang out if you wanted to. But again, you have to pay for it. But in the grand scheme, I really liked the way that it turned out with the fun colors. In the back, we have the entrance up to the apartment. And I was like, what color scheme would work here? It's not the biggest space. You kind of walk right up into the apartment. So how do you make that work? So I decided, you know, we probably don't need the biggest dining room. We need a fully functional kitchen. So I actually decided to use the island as a space where you could sit down and eat. We have a little bit of a bigger living room. We have a fully functional bedroom and a bathroom. And then there's, of course, the balcony. We have a little nook where we can put the desk area and some bookcases, and that's kind of it. But when you walk right up into this apartment, you're going to be met with this. So I tried to make this screen door really work in the space. I think it turned out really cool, actually. So it's kind of a good divide between the kitchen and the staircase. So it doesn't feel like you just walk right into the kitchen. There's actually a little bit of a screen just to separate it just the tiniest bit. And I think the kitchen turned out cool. Like it's a functioning kitchen in a smaller apartment. Where I really wanted to focus my energy was with the bedroom and the living room. So the bedroom here, I think it turned out good. It's definitely a style, but I actually brought in the color scheme from the exterior, not the brick, but the green that we used on part of the building. I brought that inside and really tried to work off of that as being the main inspiration for the color scheme in here. So it's very muted. It's this mixture between eclectic and modern, kind of like mixed together, these two furniture styles. I think it works. And I did it again in here with the living room. I also try to challenge myself to use items that I don't use. So this big television, some of the bookcases, I don't really use that much. So I try to challenge myself with these builds to create something out of the items that I wouldn't normally gravitate towards. But that's actually very difficult. It's a difficult task to do that because you tend to gravitate towards the things you know. Which in this case is my comfort items, the modern items, stuff like that. So I tried to mix and match a little bit here and make it somewhat more interesting with a few key items that I wouldn't normally use, but I'm having a hard time pulling myself away from the fact that I used these more modern items, which is why you often will see me actually go in and do a completely different build, like the mansion I just did or a Tudor house, something like that. That is to challenge myself with using items that I wouldn't normally use. And yeah, the last thing that we need to do in this build is just to have some public bathrooms, and that's kind of it. So here we have the build. As I said earlier in the video, this build is available right now on the gallery. You just have to search my EA ID, Auvbri, just like the channel name, and you're going to be able to find every single thing that I have done. If you don't want to do that, you can wait until I'm done with my rebuild The Sims 4 Worlds series, and I'm gonna make a save file that you can go in and you can download that save file, and you're gonna have every single thing placed exactly where I place it, and how I intend it. It's totally up to you. So if you want to wait, you can do that. If you want to get it from the gallery, that's totally fine as well. But I think this turned out so cool. I'm overall really happy with the results of the build, especially the inside. I think the color schemes look so cool. But the exterior for me is definitely where this hits home. I think it's just, in the grand scheme of things, it looks really good on the strip, and it's gonna, like, with the future builds as well, it fits in super well. So I'm happy. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave the video a big like. Here's the animation. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also check out my vlogging channel linked in the description down below, and let's start a conversation in the comment section. What did you think about the builds? Let's start one. I really always love to hear your guys' feedback. But other than that, there's really nothing else for me to say other than thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Bye!